Hello everyone, this is Rachel from Rachel Loves Astrology, and I wanted to take time to record a little video here to go over where Mercury retrograde is going to happen for you. So I'm going to move into the air signs now on this video and highlight where Mercury is going to be bumbling about. So Mercury is the planet of communication. It rules transportation. It naturally rules the sign of Gemini and the third house. So we're all going to feel issues, all of us, with email and communication, what you say to people, the messages you send. So definitely pay attention to what you're sending out there from your mind and from your mouth. So Mercury goes retrograde 4 times a year. We've all been there, done that. We can handle this too. I think we will all soldier on through this and be just fine. Currently, Mercury retrograde is happening from April 21st to May 14th and in the sign of Taurus. So let's hop into the air signs. So Gemini, you're naturally ruled by Mercury. So you always feel these retrogrades a little bit harder than the rest. So anyone who has heavy Gemini in their chart, you're going to feel this retrograde as you always do. You may be used to it by now, but either way, watch what you say, watch what you do. People are watching you and listening, and they are going to be hurt if you say something you don't mean, you know? So Gemini, this is actually taking place in your 12th house. That is the house of your subconscious mind and dreams and institutions. So I hope you don't end up in the hospital, but the hospital is ruled by the 12th house. So hopefully if there's anything dealing with the hospital, it's like you getting a job there. You got to watch your dreams and visions right now for messages. You will probably have your subconscious mind stirred up by this Mercury retrograde, and you want to jot down those dreams and visions because they could tell you something very important for your future. So pay attention to them. And you may have some insomnia, so get out that melatonin, get that lavender oil, dab it on you, because you definitely are going to have some issues with sleep and anxiety. You could have perhaps some psychological issues as well pop up that you thought you had resolved, but you haven't, and they're being stirred by something out there right now. So definitely it always is a good time to see a therapist if you need help, if you feel depressed or anxious. Just put that out there. So, but just watch which therapist you choose, because they may not be the right one for you. You might have to switch therapists if you choose one now. So Libra, your 8th house is being triggered currently and stirred up. So that is also, these are the water houses, 12th, 8th, and 4th house. So this is your emotions, your deep-seated fears and phobias sit there in the 8th house. So you might have to revisit some issues from your past that you thought you had dealt with that come up again. Again, with a therapist is the best way to do that. So you might find a new therapist that isn't the right one for you, have to revisit finding a new therapist. Maybe your therapist quits or drops you from their list for some reason. It's a time that you may have to revisit, those deep-seated fears with a new therapist. So also there is taxes. So you definitely need to make sure you're doing your taxes on time and make sure that, you're signing everything correctly, everything's sent off and definitely has been sent, because, sometimes our internet connection, our computer goes on the fritz and it causes things to be mixed up. So make sure that you sent your taxes on time and such. Other people's money is ruled by the 8th house. So any loans you take out now might not work out, might not be the best idea for you to get a loan right now. I would never recommend that during Mercury retrograde. So if you need to get a loan, plan for it, but in the future after May 14th, but don't take it out now or sign any contracts, really. Also, inheritances may be delayed with the 8th house highlighted. So you could see some issues with receiving the checks that you thought you were getting in the mail from inheritances that you have, money from other people ruled by the 8th house. I think that's it for the 8th house. So last, but of course not least, we have Aquarius. That's the 4th house is going to be highlighted for you, Aquarius. You are going to perhaps have some issues with mom is ruled by the 4th house. Your relationship with the women in your life, the women in your family, close relatives, your house, So fourth house, and it also rules your emotions. So you might have some issues arise with appliances at your house. You might have to replace them, and the ones that you replace them with are like lemons. So definitely pay attention to where you're getting your appliances, and make sure there's a good return policy. And your house, any contractors you sign on for a job, make sure that they're, a very reliable person that you definitely know is going to do the job right. Because otherwise, you could see things needing replaced and redone in the future. What else? So you might communicate and miscommunicate with your mother, with your family. You might be a little more moody than usual. Open your mouth, insert your foot with your family, and have to apologize and smooth things over, Aquarius. So be careful what you say what you mean, but be ready for what you're gonna get whenever you hurt some feelings. I think that's kind of normal for you because you do just put it out there, don't you? Rebel. Anyways, those are the air signs and where you're going to have some complications and issues during Mercury retrograde. I hope you can take something from this that's valuable. And if you like this video, please do like and subscribe to my page. Bye.